Hey, Carol, how are you? Hey, Shirley, thank you for the stars. Appreciate that. And now let me find TikTok here. There we go. All right, I think we got everybody up and going. How is everybody today? Hey, Lisa, Oscar, Big Mama. I love reading the names on TikTok. Hi, Zuli, how are you? I'm doing good. I still get gravelly toward the end of the day. I feel like well, by 8 o'clock at night, I'm sitting there just barely able to get words out. So, but I'm getting there. I'm way better than I was this time last week. All right, let me make sure YouTube's up. Okay, it's up there. And then we've got TikTok. Good deal. All right. So I kind of gave a teaser on Facebook that some of the supplies I was pulling, and I've had this bunny. You've probably seen, if you've watched any of my videos, you've probably seen his partner. I had a lime green one, bunny head like this. I've been wanting to use the pink one also, and I've just not ever gotten around to it. But that's what we're going to be working on today. I've got him on a wreath already, and I did go ahead and make a bow. Again, if you've been watching for a while, you might have seen me make a similar bow. Um, Actually, we made this one not too long ago, whenever we were doing bows one evening or during the day. But anyway, I went ahead and made the bow, and this is going to be a floral. My other one was deco mesh, but we're going to do floral this time. And I just pulled all my, well, not all of them, but a lot of my pink florals that we're going to be using. This actually is a Hobby Lobby silk flower. Well, I think it's Natural Touch. Well, they call it True Touch, but it's really beautiful. And then I've got some filler flowers here too. Now I'm a little bit distracted. I just heard my husband, of course, as soon as I go live, he came home. So the dog's upstairs running back and forth. They'll be dropping his bone and everything else. And then I've got some greenery that we're going to be using. And I'm going to be working on an 18-inch grapevine. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, it says one of my friends is going live too. I bet I know who it is. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Love that bunny. I know, I know. It sold yesterday. You got the black and white one? Yeah. That's the one I had with the light green. Oh, Teri, you were up this way yesterday. You should have hollered at me. Maybe we could have had a cup of coffee or something. I miss all my old buddies, all my old nurse friends from work. We all grew up together. We were all just, well, I worked there 25 years where Teri worked. And we grew up and raised our families all together. So it's a lot of weeks we saw more of them than we did our families. So, but anyway, so let's go ahead and get started here. And if you're a first timer, be sure and let me know where you're from. And don't be afraid to ask questions. We have a very supportive community here, and if you've been following me there any amount of time, it's a zero tolerance for any bad mouthing. And you don't have to like what I make, as long as you're respectful of how you tell me that. That's okay, because sometimes I don't like stuff I make, but you got to be nice about it. There's nice ways to say it, and there's other ways to say it, right? So, oh, thank you guys for following. Hey, Miranda and Sylvia, thank you for being here. All right, so I'm going to start out with just some ficus leaves and fill in a little bit of the base. We always get the question: do you add your bow first, or do you add your greeneries and floral first? My plan is to go ahead and add some greenery, and then I'll add my bow, and then the florals. So how is everybody today? It is cold here. Cold and windy and nasty, cloudy. I just hope it doesn't get to where it freezes my daffodils again this year. Last year they got stunned and they never did do very good, but for some reason they decided to bloom already, which I don't think they realize that they're in Indiana. But all right, so let's go ahead and let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to put my bow about right here. We'll just work outward from that point. Oh, sunny there, and roses have started to bud. Oh, good for you, Carol. Good for you. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It sounds like elephants that running upstairs now. I may have to go up and holler at them. Oh, well. But yeah, I felt sorry, but we've got, we live, like there's a golf course just across in our backyard, really. And I looked outside a while ago, and they're having some kind of a junior golf tournament out there. And I know I could hardly stand it to take the dog out. It's so windy. I just feel sorry for him. I'm a fair weather golfer. I think it's hard to play golf when you're sitting there trying to keep yourself warm. When Zuli, she's showing off. She's had 72 last night, and today it's 82. That sounds perfect, Zuli. I know. We had that last week when I was down your way. Hey, Vanita and Janet, just getting home from work. Hey, Dorothy. And there's Cindy and Vanita again here. Oh, it's the same Vanita. Sorry. All right, okay, let's keep on going. All right, so I'm going to put just a little bit more down here. And he's hanging just a little bit lopsided, but once I start getting my florals in there, it's going to all even out. You'll see that sometimes when you add an attachment or signs or whatever, if they're very heavy. Okay, now let's go ahead and put our bow on. Let me zoom in here a little bit. You guys, I feel like I sound like W.C. Fields. Some of you guys are probably too young to know who that is. Hey, Ander and Marilyn, how are you from Houston? Oh, you're listening on your drive home from work? Well, good. I hope I can keep you entertained, Dorothy. All right, I'm going to put that about right down there. Well, I just realized I put that right through the same hole there. There we go. All right, I'll get that all fluffed out. And we'll fluff it more every time about every time I walk past it, I'll fluff it probably. You know, it doesn't stay that way. Okay. No rain, no clouds, blue sky. That sounds perfect, Zuli. Oh my gosh, Gail, you got more snow? We haven't gotten snow, but I know up north of us they did. We lucked out. We just had a cold rain yesterday. All right. Like I said, I've got these roses that I was thinking about using. Let me just kind of map it out in my brain here. I think that's going to work. So I'm going to use these. I can get the tag off. Sometimes when I pull that tag off of there, it actually takes part of the stem off. I wish there was a different way for them to tag them. And I'm going to go ahead and trim off this greenery because it's going to be right about where I'm wanting to insert it into the wreath. I'm going to put, I've only got 2 of these. And I'm thinking I'm just going to put both of them on either side of the bow. I don't know why. I never buy things in pairs. I always buy at the very minimum 3. I don't know why I got 2, unless they just did, that's all they had, but that's what I did. Janice wanted to know where I got the rabbit head, and I got him off of Craft Outlet. Craft Outlet online. Okay. I just want to make, this stem is pretty thick. I just want to make sure that I could get it down in there. I am going to trim just a little nub off of it there. I'll put that right here. I had this guy, this bunny head sitting off to the side for the longest time. Sometimes I'll do that if I've got something I just not sure I've got the just exact right supplies for it. I just let it sit on my desk and kind of ponder it for a while. And then, like I said, one day we were making the bows here live, and now here I go trying to get this off of here. We were making bows live, and I pulled that ribbon, and I was like, light bulb went off. So that's going to be perfect. Well, I got a little bit pulled off, but I wish they would not do that. Or if they're going to stick it, how about sticking the sticky part down here, not right up here? All right. Now I want this one. We'll bring him down here. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Am I doing anything fun? My husband's going to take me out to dinner tomorrow night. I'm excited about that. We actually had our 7th wedding anniversary this past week, and he's going to take me to dinner for it. It's a restaurant here in town that I just love. It's called Stables. If you're from our area, if you ever get a chance to go through Terre Haute, Indiana, you want to stop at Stables Restaurant. I don't like the way that was going in. Let me try a different spot. That's more like it. Aren't those so pretty? I love them. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anne. Yeah, I do too. I've got to watch, I'd use pink every single day of the year. In fact, I was going to use this bunny head and make a project in my design group, and we had just done pink. Well, actually, we did that the first of the week, and I was going to do this yesterday, and I thought, no, I can't do pink 2 days in a row for him, so we didn't. But thank you. I love pink. Oh, thank you, Gail. Thank you. Carol says she got COVID for her anniversary last year. Carol, you're funny. Hey, Connie, how are you? There's Nancy. Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. A tough week at the hospital. Oh, goodness. I know how those days are. And there was a time when I lived up here, but I was still working at my old job, which is a little over an hour away. And there was some days that were so busy, and I just took that time just to decompress, driving, an hour where nobody's hollering it for you. You can stop thinking and that kind of thing. I know exactly what you mean there, Janet. I'm just taking some of these flowers and just kind of fluffing them out a little bit. Some of them are kind of flat and look like somebody sat on them or something, but sometimes they have a rough road from China getting over here. All right. And I'm just going to start adding some of this floral, or filler flowers, I mean. It has a little bit of greenery. Not too much, but a little bit. And I usually just start at the bow and work outward. Oh, thank you, Verlaine. What are we working? Oh, hey, Mercy, how are you? We're working on an Easter wreath. I've had this poor little Easter bunny head in my stash for several weeks now, and I've been wanting to use him, and now today is the day. I'm sure you have the same thing. You could just collect all these things, or I do, collect all these supplies and have no realistic idea of when you're going to get it done. I'm just doing a little repair job here, guys. So I'm going to stick a little dab of glue on it. And that happens sometimes. You just got to glue things back together. That's just the nature of the beast. No sense in getting all upset about it. Except I never have understood why they don't go ahead and glue things. But all right, let's see here. Okay. Put this right here. face another way. Okay. This is the last of this spray I've got. I really like it. I don't know if they've got any more in stock. Need to reorder if they do. Like I said, it's my favorite color. I don't know if we got enough room for another. I probably do. Let me see. I'm going to see what all I've got left here. Because like I said, when this is gone, it's gone. So I've got that, and I've got just a little bit of the leftover. So I can use that up there. Pink, yes. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the follows. I appreciate it. All right, let's get this guy right here. Trying to spread out all those pinks there. Sometimes if I can't get them positioned just the way I want them, I'll go ahead and trim them off and put them in there independently, but I have to get further along before I know to do that. Oh, thank you for sharing, Connie. Thank you. Thank you, Vicki. How have you been? I haven't seen you for a bit. Of course, I've been gone. Was sick, and then I was gone for a week. So I feel like I'm just catching up with everybody. I've missed everybody. Get everything fluffed here. All right, let's go down here. I love this. I'm going to have to, I don't know, I've got it listed for sale, but I'm not going to lie, it's not going to hurt my feelings if it doesn't sell. I need something for my front door. I'm ashamed to say right now I'd have nothing on my front door. Nothing. Who else has a naked front door right now? I made a post about that on Facebook. I think it was yesterday, maybe. Yesterday or day before. It's like right now I have nothing on my front door. And it's very dark. We've got an overhang. We live on kind of a shaded lot, and it's dark, and it looks very uninviting right now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anne. Hey, Sherry. All right, I need a little bit more white, kind of balance out here. So we'll get this guy over here. His bow is pretty pitiful, too. I'm going to have to do something about that. Let's see. I'm going to stand right in front of it a second so I can see what I got. All right, so we need a little bit more here and a little bit more here. Actually, I'm using the wrong piece here. See, all of these are just like flattened out. But it's worth your effort if you take your time and, you know, fluff everything. Just like your Christmas tree. Takes a little bit of time, but all right, I think I'm just going to bring this right straight down here. I've got quite a bit of greenery that I pulled, but I'm not sure I'm going to need a whole bunch more. All right, and then we'll put a little bit right over here. I've got this leftover from another spray. I think that'll do. Yes, Nancy. She says wreath makers are the last to get their doors. Too busy serving everyone else. That's exactly right. I know. This year I did splurge, though, as the first time for fall. I had a wreath that I really loved that I made, and it was a high end, I mean, high dollar wreath, and I put it on my front door. I said, we always have the worst wreaths that I make. That's what I always put on our door, and I thought, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to start treating us. That lasted through Christmas. But no, seriously, I got to get something on there. It looks awful right now. But you know, when it's cloudy and gray and cold outside, the wind's blowing terribly today, you don't feel like dressing up your house, you know, or I don't. All right, let's get this over here. I don't want that. Let's see, I don't want those flowers hidden with that greenery. There. Love it. Okay, I think that's enough of the florals. I'm going to stand in front again here. All right, now let's fill in with a little bit of greenery. I got to think, too, what I'm going to do over here. I don't like that bow. I wish I had one more of those roses. I'd put one of those right there. Here. Get rid of that. Oh, let me see what I'm going to put on there. No, that'd be too much, too distracting there. I could do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Hey, Julie, how are you? Oh, thank you, Mercy. Those are your colors too, Anne. Oh, I love it. Like I said, I'd make pink every day if I could. All right, we're just going to make him a little bow tie, I think. Let me see. Just trying on for size here. Like that better. Just going to make a real simple bow tie here for him. Make him nice and dapper. I keep on calling it a him, but it's probably, with the pink, it's probably a girl, I would imagine. Give me something to tie this up with. Now, I think I'm hitting some leaves. This wreath was really, really full of leaves. I cleaned out a bunch of them, but I think I got a leaf right there where I need to go through. I don't want that sucked back in there. I'm going to have to put something underneath of it so that it'll be about where I want it. I'm going to get tied on here first. Probably even, I know what I'm going to do. Sometimes you got to think like MacGyver when you're a wreath maker, right? I'm just going to take a floral pin. I probably shouldn't have stuck that in the glue before I stuck it up through this fur, though. Now it went through. There. I just stuck it up there with a floral pin. All right, now I'm going to put just a bit of glue. Try and hold this here just so it doesn't sets up and not burn me. Who all here uses a glue pot instead of a glue gun? I was a late converter to the glue pot. I just couldn't see how it was going to work, and plus I didn't want to spend the money. And man, I wish I'd have converted a long time ago. I still use my glue gun, obviously, but I tell you, I don't go around with blisters all the time anymore either. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Joyce. Tammy still uses both too. Yeah, I primarily use my glue pot, but like I said, sometimes it's just best to use the other. But okay, let's get some of these. I'm going to trim up the ribbon tails, and I feel like he needs a little something yet on him or her. I'm just looking to see what I have. Yeah. I got all my pink flowers over here. I'm just looking to see what I have that I could use. So I want to put something here. I know what I'll use. These flowers right here that have been bugging me. I'll put one of them. Put one up there. Put that right there. I can get this done without dropping my flower in the glue pot. And then I want to put something right there too. But I feel like it needs to be pink. I'm just looking to see one of them if I can sacrifice one. I've got another spray here. Right. I hope this looks good now that I've gone ahead and committed myself. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I just felt like as dressy as the rest of it was, she needed something there. So, oh, thank you, Connie. A flower on the hat, Anne. Yes, good idea. Good idea. Kept burning yourself. Yes. I tell you what, I'm not kidding. When I first started making wreaths and artificial floral designs, I had blisters all the time. About the time I thought I'd learned my lesson, I'd do it again. One gal even, I know, whew, you know how you, like you burn yourself or something like that, you want to put it up to your mouth. A gal I know, she got a burn like that. She got dropped hot glue on her fingers and took it to her mouth, her lips. Oh my gosh, I felt so sorry for her. Thought that, that hurts. Oh, I was going to finish that bow. All right, let's see here. Dovetail these. We're still not done with the greenery there. We'll have to get something done there. Make sure that's on there good. All right, so that's good. I'm going to trim this one over here. Shorten that one up just a little bit. I like them to be uneven, but not quite that uneven. There we go. A little life in that bow there. Okay, now let's just start putting some finishing touches on this. We need more greenery, definitely. I've got these. I don't know if these are going to be a little bit much. I may have to tear them down even more. More sticky labels. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Araceli. Yeah, I'm going to have to separate this out just a little bit even more. And maybe even put a pick on it if I see if what I can do here. Say a prayer for me. Hopefully this will go in all right. It's all disintegrated there. Let's see. There we go. Piece of cake. I don't know, I might trim off some of this ficus. That one right there is just not wanting to cooperate. It's wanting to hide all the better greenery. Okay, now let's just keep working around. And like I said, I've just kind of had to piece out that pick. Just grabbing my steel pick machine, guys, because this one definitely needs a pick. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Thank you. All right, let's go right in here. Oh, it's going to be too long there. Try and get everything arranged so I'm not hiding all my goodies, my flowers. I don't want that to happen. All right, need a little bit right there. I also have this other, so I've got a kind of a hole right down here. Let's stick that in there. Okay. this place right in here. We need to. Okay, I think that's good up there for right now. We'll come down here on the bottom and work. I really like this spray. It's got all kinds of different greenery on it. It's kind of mossy looking, realistic looking. Oh, I have to get my bigger cutters here. That stem's really stiff. Thank you, Mercy, for sharing. Thank you. All right, let's put this down here. And I think we need a little bit back here too. Yeah, this has ferns, it has pods, it has twigs. Twigs are wired. It's a win-win. Oop, that one is not going. We're going to put a pick on it. All just kind of wadded up there. I was afraid it was going to do that. Okay, and it's still a little bit light on the greenery there, so let me get just a bit more of that. Everybody doing okay? Sharon, you still only use the glue gun? I have to get you converted. Where did I get these sprays? Are you talking, Diane, are you talking about the floral spray or the greenery? Well, I guess it doesn't matter, though. I got them both from a wholesale market. And actually, both of them I got not this last year, but the year before. Actually, my boy he lives in Dallas area, and he was just asking me last night, when are you coming back to market? Soon. Hopefully soon. Okay, just a little bit more down there. I'm going to pull a little bit. I want to start adding a little bit of this. So we'll put some of that over there. Actually, you know what? I still need some of this though. Can't use, Fred, you can't use fingerprints to unlock your phone. Diane's wondering, can anyone order from wholesale market? You have to have a tax ID or a wholesale certificate or a resale certificate, and you have to apply. But usually the application's not much for where I go in Dallas. Now I know back some time ago, you had to also have record of spending so much, for suppliers. So, but I don't know if that holds true anymore. It's been a while since I did it. So, but yeah, you have to have a wholesale license to go. Okay, I'm going to get right in front again and look, see what I've got going here. I feel like he still needs a little bit more greenery over there. You see what I'm going to put there. I have this Nandina bush that I was planning on using. It has just a little bit of pink on the edge there. These little berries and such. That might be just what I need. Yeah, and the thing about wholesale market too is you usually have to buy in bulk. For example, the place that I got this spray, you have to buy 72 of them. Some of them don't have a limit, but most of them do. A little bit more of that over there. Thank you guys for all the follows. Oh, you missed whose anniversary? I was just saying, Valerie, our anniversary was this week. And I was just telling them my husband's taking me to dinner tomorrow night to celebrate. And I'm looking forward to it. It's a really nice restaurant we have here in town. Okay, I've got some of that there. I've got some of it here. I'm going to put just a little here, just making sure I scatter it around, make it cohesive, and I think we're close to being done. Oh, thank you, Valerie. Thank you. I love the pink swag on the wall. Oh, this one, the moss wreath. Yeah, we made that in the my design group Monday. I love it. I love those big moss wreaths. I've got a bunch of them, but I need to use them. All right, so let's put a little bit of this up here. And I put a little bit of it in here, and then I think we're going to be done. I love this guy. I love it. I put it right in. No. Put it right up behind the bow. The tails and the bows wanting to kind of sag just a little bit. This will help keep it up. Get in there. All right, let me get the bow fluffed and everything, and I'll do a once over. No, I might put something in the middle of that bow too. Feel like I need a bow or a flower in there. Just looking to see where I can steal it from. Could probably take one of those if there's 3 of them. Yeah, you don't even miss it. You guys do that? You say yes to yourself whenever it works. It's like, yes, that's it. Okay, I think we're done. I'm just looking to sketch up on questions here. I'm going to get over here so I can see a little better. Mercy, you have a lot of moss wreaths too. I know, I wish, every time I do this or I use one, I think I need to start wearing gloves when I work with them though. Yesterday I got a big splinter in my hand from them. Oh, thank you, Anne. But I love working with them. I was listening to somebody yesterday, and they were like, "It's either a love or a hate." But I love them. I think they're just so springy. But I have made fall wreaths with them too. Thank you so much, user 293306. Thank you so much. I feel like I got something on my lips here. Oh, thank you, Connie. Thank you. I got it trying to get out of your guys' way here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gail. Diane was married 52 years. Wow, that's a lifetime. Oh, Valerie, you're wearing one of my shirts too. Yeah, this is my motto, right? I think all of us can relate to that. But if anybody's interested, I do have these shirts in my Etsy shop. Um, and they wash really well. I hope yours did too, Valerie. I think Sarah got one too. Lucky 7, yes. 7 years. I see a question. I'm trying to find where it is here. What do you suggest for a front door that has a full glass screen door on it? Most of the wreaths I've made are too thick to work well. Yeah, that is a problem, Gloria. Um, yeah, the solution is, I mean, we make what's called low profile or pancake style wreaths. I don't make them too often, but they are there. You could just try to flatten out. You know, I've always been taught, and I try to do it because I like the look of it. You know, bring things out and away from the wreath base, but you just try to make it more flat and against the wreath. itself. And there's certain ways. I've got a few tutorials here on Facebook with it. I don't know if I've done any recently, but I've got a few. And then like, I think it was Fredna say, yeah, Fredna says she uses suction cup holders on the outside of the glass door. That's another option. So yeah, that is a problem. Because I like the big, and most of us wreath makers, we like the big fluffy stuff, right? But yeah, you can look at pancake style wreaths. You know, some of the compact floral wreaths are beautiful. Actually, I keep on thinking I'm going to make one soon, but they're not light and airy like this. They're just actually just compact and things. I'm trying to look around to see if I have any of them close. The closest one is hanging up on the ceiling over there, but yeah, those are a couple of options. Oh, Mercy, you got a cut on your finger too. I know, and they are very messy, but they are beautiful. Hey, Mary. All right, any other questions? Yeah, I always get, like, you grab a hold of those moss wreaths, and I've had, the splinters just go right straight into your finger. Sometimes they're kind of hard to get out. Okay. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. And if you're interested, I do have the ribbon. I don't think I've got the pink ribbon, but I've got all the other ribbon in my Etsy shop available for sale. And I also put a post for this being offered for sale if you're interested. I said it's not going to hurt my feelings if it doesn't sell, because I'll use it for myself. But you know, I always come back after the fact, and I always come with a fresh eye and see if there's any holes, or you know, do I need to spread the florals out a little more, or add something here or there. And then I take photos of it, and then I make a formal listing on my Etsy shop. And usually the price is going to be higher when I do that. So if you think you might be interested, you may want to grab it now while the price. I can tell you what I listed it for now. It's going to be higher whenever I get everything said and done. So, but thank you so much for being here. Thanks to everybody who shared it, shared my live. That really helps me out a lot. Helps my reach, and it's kind of my tip jar. But you guys have a great weekend. I've enjoyed visiting with you, and as always, just reach out to me at any point if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer as best I can. So thanks again, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.